Due Process is a new druid spell that says for the rest of the game, each player draws an extra card at the start of each turn. Now, when we can force our opponent to draw 2 or even 3 cards per turn, it turns out they hit fatigue pretty fast, and it's really hard for them to keep their hand clear enough to avoid overdrawing cards. We can also play Selfish Shellfish to force more overdraws, while also getting a pretty big minion. And we can combine the Shellfish with Living Seed and Oracle of Elune to force even more overdraws and make ourselves more big minions. Demon Hunter. Hopefully not aggro, but I think they usually are. Hey, this is a good hand. Do I keep Innervate? I could like coin Wild Growth into Innervate Nourish. I guess that's decent. Sure, why not? And then after I have all that mana, I'll Aquatic Form into Miracle Growth. Wow. Well, if I can't find card draw, this hand is terrible. I guess I just play Nourish this turn, don't I? I think Wild Growth is better, actually. Because then after I play Nourish, I'll still have an Innervate, so I can, I don't know, Innervate Aquatic Form to hit Miracle Growth or something. That's a very annoying card. It's always burn the other Aquatic Form and then we play double Due Process. Oh, I want this Nourish. No, I don't. I want Due Process. Alright. I'm only out of cards for the moment. Next turn I will be drawing 3. My opponent, of course, also gets to draw cards, but it's kind of awkward for Relic Demon Hunter to draw a bunch of cards because they want to play like Relic of Dimensions and stuff. And if they're drawing cards, it's hard to draw more cards. Especially with something like Relic Vault. This is powerful, though. Hopefully I can draw a Scale of Onyxia. Scale of Onyxia. Yep, I think this makes sense. And with that Scale of Onyxia draw, I'm feeling pretty good about my position in this game. I do have Oracle of Elune plus Ibis next turn. Probably not super good without guffing the Ibis, but it's playable, I think. Seven cards in hand. Maybe I just play Phelan here. Okay, maybe I'm just playing Nathria. Depends a lot on what I top deck, though, obviously. Nathria deals 13. So it's pretty unlikely to clear here. 4, 7. Maybe like Hero Power into this. Alright, I think this actually ended up being pretty decent. And we're at the point in the game where the Shellfish is just a downside for my opponent. I guess maybe the downside of what I just did is it's kind of hard to use these earthen scales without the Shellfish in hand. But hey, maybe Shellfish survives the turn. Or maybe Nathria survives the turn whenever I play it. Or maybe an Ibis survives the turn. So I guess maybe the earthen scales aren't that hard to use. Are you stealing? No, you're healing. Oh, living seed. Let's play some Shellfish. Alright. Just gained 17 armor here. Oh, do you really want to be drawing cards here? Okay, maybe you do want to be drawing cards here. This is kind of nasty. Although this is a lot of fatigue. Maybe it's not that much. They take another 12 next turn. So my opponent's showing 34 damage. So I probably just play Sire Nathrius, right? Probably doesn't kill much, but keeps me alive. Hey, I killed one thing, nice. And they have to kill me this turn, because they're taking 21 from fatigue next turn. I'm at 46. They have 30, I believe. This would be the nastiest Battleground Battlemaster attack. Okay. I believe they're still dead, though. They took 5, so they take 6, 7, 8, which is 7 times 3, which is 21. Ah, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Love a Seedsman. Could have made it a 3-1, but then they can, like, Mortal Coil it or something. Probably not worth.
Sorry, we don't have any ink.
I'll go do Process. I do think Living Seed into Shellfish was potentially pretty good, but do Process is pretty sick. Alright, a bit of a weak turn, but then we go ramp into scale.
These books are ruined. I lose another dog.
Alright, so by nourishing here instead of Seedsman, we can just play scale next turn, and with this hit, This gets one shot by a 2/1. So I have 4 imps, or 4, not imps, 4 whelps to trade. We will trade them into some imps. And I guess next turn I go Seedsman, and then I follow that up with Denathrius. Well, a 7/3 is not what I wanted to see. Aquatic form into another scale. Don't have mana to Moonlit Guidance into scale. Opponent's showing 10, 19, 23. Can Moonlit Guidance even do anything here? Alright, maybe I scale instead of playing Denathrius next turn. I mean, I think it's fairly likely I'm just dead to a Vile Library. But if not, maybe I can do something like that. You're overdrawing, you fool. Afterlife Attendant, Sylvanas the Accused, Amalgam of the Deep? Okay, so if I play Scale of Onyxia here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would leave them with just a 2/4. 2/4 might be acceptable. I'd probably still die to Vile Library pretty often, though. I guess I'm just playing Denathrius. The thing is, Denathrius deals 14 damage. That's really not that much. To die to Vile Library, they'd have to play 3 imps. That's not that easy. And I can even gain a little bit of armor here, which this 1 bit of armor actually goes a pretty long way. Okay, well I have a bigger Denathrius this turn, but like... I mean, it's the only play. We'll just have to see if it's good enough. Okay, I barely killed anything, but I am at 29. The opponent's somehow showing 24, so I'm dead to Vile Library. Took my guff. Opponent's down to a pretty small deck size. Don't really have a way to super abuse that, though. Actually, I can play a lot of Shellfish this turn, potentially. Let's see, we'll do that's not the card I wanted to grab. We'll do this, and then I can play this. That's some Shellfish, we can gain some armor. And I think my opponent's like pretty dead because of these Shellfish. So I'll just remove max damage from my opponent's board, ignore trying to get value trades. I think they pretty much either have to kill me this turn or they have to heal a lot with Denathrius, which I mean, they are guaranteed to have Denathrius. Oh, they only have 9 mana actually. Yeah, these Shellfish are either going to kill them through Death Rattle or through punching them in the face. Yeah, they're just dead on board here.
I see your strength.
You have legendary skill, my friend.
It's pretty amazing that my opponent got fatigued before having 10 mana.
I see your strength. You win this time.
Elise versus Rexa.
Let the hunt begin.
Class is in session.
I don't think I keep Watch Post. Kind of decent, but surely I can find some more ramp or due process or something. But you know, maybe Watch Post isn't too bad on turn 2.
I see you brought I see you brought guests.
I think Watch Post is better than Hero Powering here, but it is kind of close. Well, that's a bit annoying. But that is a good draw. Unfortunately, all the Shellfish stuff is kind of bad if I don't have due process.
Caught this one eating hearty snacks.
Really don't want to get iced here. I can play a bunch of Shellfish next turn, but I don't know. I mean, they are 7/7s. All right, sure. 7/7s. They can only kill one of the Shellfish at the moment. Six mana, 7/6.
Crystal clear. Crystal clear. Aloof Neladar.
Okay. Oh, I forgot that I had Cecily in deck, actually.
Crystal
Are you
clear.
Explosive Trap? You are. Well, let's see what this can do for me. Sure.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
And then I think I just play Cecily. Okay, now this Whomper actually doesn't do anything. Until I find Phelan, maybe? Then Womper could do something. Okay, Denathrius. I guess I'm doing this. Let's draw 3. Okay, well there's Phelan for Womper, potentially. So I can Womp, and then I can Aquatic Form after Womping, probably. Oh, Dire Frenzy, what the heck? Wait, I'm kind of dying. Maybe I need to Aquatic Form into a Blackwater Behemoth. Oh, that didn't go face. Yeah, I guess my opponent's also kind of dying, fair enough. I think I'm just Womping this turn. Okay, didn't hit anything, unfortunate.
All patched up. All patched up.
How many of the Colossals even have Death Rattle? Oh, I was thinking of Kolak, but Kolak doesn't actually have a Death Rattle. It summons a thing with a Death Rattle. Maybe none of them have Death Rattles. Ozumat has a Death Rattle. My play is justified. Probably an explosive over there. I can still push 12 and then play Denathrius, maybe? Denathrius deals also 12. So I think my opponent is in trouble here. Why are you dead? Oh, they had 2 explosive traps. They had 2 explosive traps. I might still have to play Denathrius here. Pretty weak. Krabatoa can help me have lethal next turn. Maybe this forces out my opponent's Sire Denathrius.
You are so cute. Yes, you are.
Scale of Onyxia kills this. Krabatoa also does it though. And Krabatoa's hype, because I shouldn't have a Krabatoa, I'm a druid. Well, that was definitely an interesting game.